Hey, welcome back. This is the Python mentor here. And on today's lecture, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show Windows users how to create a Python virtual environment and how to activate it. And we're going to do this in a Windows operating system, guys, okay? This is for Windows users. All right. So first things first, what I'm going to do is I'm going to open command prompt, okay? And I'm going to zoom in here so that way you guys can see what I'm actually doing. I'm going to do CD space, and I'm going to drop an empty folder in here. All right, just like that. Hopefully it's empty. Anyway, and then I'm going to press enter. I'm going to do dir just to make sure that it is empty and there is nothing there. I'm going to do CLS to clean this up so that way I can start again. So I'm inside that project. You can see that I'm there. Okay, so to create a Python virtual environment in any operating system, all you got to do, including Windows, Mac, and whatever other operating system you have, is Python space -m venv, and then where you want this located, where we want this inside the project, right? So I'm gonna do .venv, all right? I'm not gonna do anything else. I'm just gonna leave it right here, okay? Now, I know that some of you have seen me doing this without the dot before, some of you that are my students from other courses, right? And without the dot and with the dot, it's actually the same thing. It does the same thing. Now, with the dot, when we prefix it with the dot, this is going to make it make some editors recognize that you have a virtual environment. Like VS Code is going to say, hey, listen, we notice you have a virtual environment. Do you want to set it up in your workspace, whatever? Just click yes, right? So it's going to make some editors detect it. This is one of the advantages. And another thing here is also going to hide it from some of the locations in your operating system, okay? So just know that they are the same thing, without it and with it, with the dot. So I'm going to press enter here. And this is going to create that virtual environment. Now, here's where it's different. Once this is created, we need to activate it, right? We need to activate it in a macOS system, in a Linux system, and we need to activate it in a Windows system, right? So it always needs to be activated. So in the Windows system, we have to go straight to that file called activate to get it. And the way we do that in Windows is we go and do this. We do dot, backslash, dot, and then we go inside the venv, all right? And then backslash again, and then we go inside another folder called scripts. So we put the uppercase S, and I do tab here to autocomplete it for me. And then I do backslash again, and then we go into this activate, right? Now, some people type in bat, and that's okay. You can type bat, or you can leave without it. You can leave it without it, and then hit activate. And you're gonna see here that you have a virtual environment activated. Now, to deactivate it, you type in deactivate, and it's deactivated. You see it now because we don't have the prefixed venv in here, right? Let's do CLS. And now let's go and press the up arrow key to go into that command again. And look, if I do this with the bat, so you can see that it still works, right? So if for some reason your computer is not behaving properly and is not taking the one without the bat, use that bat, okay? Another thing here, if I open this in my VS Code, this folder, let me just open this up. Let me just open up VS Code here and show you this. Let me see, let me drop this in here. All righty. I want to show you where is the file that you want to execute, that we are executing when we are activating this environment. It's inside this venv folder, of course, inside scripts, right here, right? You can see the little logo here. You can see that it's for Windows. Right? So when we are hitting another file like this one here, we are talking about for Mac, right? In Mac, you're gonna see me doing source. The commands that you're gonna see me is doing source in a Mac, okay? All right, just wanted to, show you where it's at and show you that the Python interpreter is also here inside scripts. You can see the Python executable right here. Pip executable and whatever you need is actually in here, the main interpreters that your VS Code or any other editor will be using, all right? Now, your main packages are going to be in here in lib side packages. Now, you don't need to know this stuff, right? But just know this one here. All right, that's it. Anyway, guys, nothing big, nothing complicated. It differs only on activation. Everything else is the same. In creating the environment is the same. Deactivating is the same, but activating is different. All right, activating in Windows is just a little different. I'll see you guys on the next lecture. Remember to like the video and remember to subscribe if you're brand new. I'll see you guys on the next lectures.